If you've been getting ready to start a whole new chapter and that chapter involves a new home purchase, you know that your credit score is one of the most important pieces of information that helps get you to the finish line. So today we're going to talk about all things related to your credit score, what it is, what it's comprised of, and how you can take care of yours. Hi, I'm Linda Love. I'm a realtor with Nebraska Realty. I'm an upsizing, downsizing, and right-sizing expert in Omaha. Let's get started. Just three little numbers dictate your entire credit history. And not only that, they predict your future prosperity. Why? Because they signal to lenders how risky you are, what your track record is of managing your money to date, and that determines what interest rate they're going to offer you on your home loan. Remember, the lower your interest rate, the less money you're paying out over the course of that loan, leaving more money in your pocket for the long run. So your aim when purchasing a home is to get the highest credit score possible so that you can get the lowest interest rate. So where do these numbers come from anyway? So there are three primary credit bureaus: TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. And you can download your credit score online. It is free. And your lender will use one or more than one of these to dictate what kind of interest rate they're going to give you. Now, those scores can land somewhere between 300 and 850. Likely, you're not going to get a perfect score. No one does. That's okay. So where do you need to land to get the best interest rate to go forward with your home purchase? Take care and try to aim for 740 or above. Payment history is one of the most important pieces that determine your credit score. It accounts for about 35%, a big chunk. And that makes sense, right? Any lender would want to know what kind of track record you have for paying your bills. This is how you account for that. You pay your bills on time. And here's the reality. One late payment can impact your credit score by about 80 points. One late payment can account for about 80 points lost from your credit score. And it can take you about 4 years to rebound from that. So when you are shopping for a home, one of the most important things you can do to keep your credit score intact so that you can get to the finish line is to pay your bills on time. Capacity is another important area in your credit score. It factors in at about 30% of your credit score. So what is capacity? So let's think about it as your total credit that is available to you. So if you have a credit limit of $1,000 on your credit card and you have maxed out your credit card at $1,000, then you have zero capacity left to leverage anything else. You've already maxed out that credit card. On contrast, if you have a $3,000 credit limit on a credit card and you've only used $1,000 of that $3,000 credit limit, you have $2,000 more in spare, in capacity that you can leverage for your credit. Now, what they recommend is keeping your amount that you have utilized under 7%, definitely under 10% when you're shopping for a home. Things happen though. The car breaks, you need new tires, whatever the case may be. It takes you about 3 to 6 months to rebound when you over leverage, you overutilize the capacity on your total credit available to you. Length of time that you've been able to demonstrate the appropriate use of all the credit available to you is highly important, obviously, to anybody that's interested in dealing with you financially. And it factors in at about 15% of your total credit score. So what does this mean practically? Well, it is highly likely that you're going to apply for a new credit card at some time in your life, right? They're always making really cool and interesting new credit cards for us to entice us. They want to be in business with us. And assuming that we can qualify for that credit card, that opens up more capacity for us when we're thinking about our total credit history. But I would recommend not closing that former card, because when you open up that new card, you have absolutely no history, no length of time demonstrating your capacity with that card. Keep that original card open. Put your cards in a safe, put it in a secure spot, even cut up the cards, but leave your account open so that you can demonstrate a length of time managing all the capacity of credit that you have available to you. Highly important, obviously, when you're talking about a major purchase like a home. Credit mix and how you access new credit are the final two ways that we'll talk about that impact your total credit score. So what is in your credit portfolio anyway? It matters. For instance, do you have 100 store credit cards or do you have one primary credit card? How many loans do you have out at the current time? What does that credit mix look like and how have you been managing it? And then how you make a decision to access new credit is really important. So if you go out and shop for a new car, they're going to pull your credit report as well. But you're not going to shop for a new car hopefully every month or a big expenditure every month. If you have credit reports being pulled every month for big expenditures, it's going to be a red flag and you're definitely going to see that number on your credit report go down. So remember, you are setting up for lenders the impression that you know how to handle your money and you're doing all the steps that demonstrate that you are trustworthy in managing money. An important piece when you're thinking about purchasing a home. I am Linda Love, and I'm a realtor with Nebraska Realty. Now go out there and improve your credit score because you can do this. And if you want to get the lowest interest rate when you're purchasing your home, make it a priority. I am your upsizing and your downsizing and your right-sizing real estate expert in Omaha, Nebraska. Let's connect.